Hi everyone, it's Kim. I wanted to come on and for one, there's just like a ton of things I want to tell you guys. For one, I want to thank all of you for those that have been participating in the auctions, the prayers, the emails, everything that you're doing for us in helping Marky. So much has been going on, and I wanted to take a little bit of time while he was taking his nap to kind of play catch up and also, like I said, to thank you all very, very much. It means the world to us to know that there are so many out there just willing to pray, to get involved in a time of need. It's so overwhelming, and a wonderful feeling knowing how much we're loved, I guess, and thought of. And so I love you all for that. I miss you all very, very much. I'm trying not to get emotional, but it is a true blessing what you all have been doing. I can't begin to thank you enough. It's wonderful what you all are doing. To give you a little bit of an update, I will be getting a medical card hopefully this week. It's been a couple weeks. I'm hoping that it comes soon for Marky. We've got that set up anyway, so that we are able to, get him to a doctor when needed and stuff like that. We also have a program, what do you call it, coming in, and it's called, oh my goodness, it's called Help Me Grow. And what they do, they come in, and they were here last week or the week before, I don't know, my weeks are all messed up now, but anyway, they come in, and like the first initial thing is basically like questionnaire, and kind of evaluating his surroundings and stuff. And what they do is they come in and do different evaluations and to kind of see where he's at, if he's needing help with speech, or and helping with some of the what we feel is like anxiety issues and things of that nature. There are some things that he's signs that he's showing that we were concerned about, and we just wanted to get some help for him, and also help for us to know how to help him. And so they're coming back tomorrow and gonna do some more evaluation stuff, and then we'll be taking him through like speech evaluation and some other things. I don't know what all it's going to entail, but at least we're heading in the right direction. And then let's see, so that's all that's going on that way. As you can probably see behind me, I'm in a new room. We decided that since he's going to be with us for quite some time, that he needed a room of his own. And so I gave up my craft room upstairs, and we've moved me down what I call the dungeon. Anyway, we moved all my stuff downstairs here in our family room. It really wasn't being used other than storage. And so I'm hoping that it all works out. I've got it pretty much set up. There's some boxes and stuff I still need to go through, and I have to share the room, which is no big deal. My son's got his weight bench in here, and hubby's got some stuff that he's going through when his mother passed away a few years back. Of course, he's the only child, so he inherited all her stuff, and some of the things we have no use for, so he's trying to sell them on eBay to also help with some funds and everything. So I want to show you the room eventually once I get done, you know, I guess chit-chatting or whatever. But also, as many of you know, we were asking for prayers being lifted up for Rachel, our daughter. She's been going through some medical issues. Still not sure what all is going on. We were up at a children's hospital this past week with her, and they're doing some more tests and things, and once those tests, you know, have gone through and everything, depending on what comes of those, it sounds like she'll end up going back up there to have a scope run down her throat and to kind of see what's going on inside, because she's had x-rays and some other blood work and different things, and nothing's coming up, but she's been awfully sick off and on, and has also missed some school. So excuse me, you know, we ask that you still, you know, lift her up in your prayers as well, for those that pray. You know, she's just you know, trying to get through it all, and with everything else going on. So, but you know, for the most part, she's trying to keep her head held high, and she's a trooper and everything. So anyway, trying to think of what else I wanted to say. There's, like I said, there's just so much I wanted to say. I miss you guys, and I don't know if I've said it already, but I miss you guys so much. I miss creating, and I'm hoping now that everything, that things are settling down more, and Marky's in more of a routine, that I'll be able to come and create more. Between different visits that I've got to go through, different appointments for him, and then of course the different appointments for Rachel. I just haven't been able to do any creating as of yet, and plus, with the big move of my room and everything, that took a little bit. So, but I am kind of excited, I guess, because it feels like I'm in a new, I am in a new space, but I was able to spread my things out a little bit more, and give myself a little bit more room, and so hopefully, that will work a little bit better. Not that I didn't have a big enough room to begin with, but I was able to, like I said, spread things out a little bit more, and I've got I'm a visual person. If I don't see it, I don't remember that I have it. So anyway, I guess now I can show you my room. I'm going to move the camera, and I hope that I don't get you sick, but I'm going to back up here a minute, and whoops, of course now you see my markers, and oh, there's Rachel's volleyball picture, her button, sorry, but I'm going to walk back slowly and start from the beginning, whoops, and just kind of walk you through what I've done so far. Right here is the steps coming down from our front door. And as my husband's work pants he forgot to take to work to get cleaned, so sorry. But as you can see, this is like I'm up against the wall and looking in. Now, remind you, some of this is not mine, so with having to share the room, but I'm going to take you over this way. We're going to make a big circle, like, and show you what I've done so far. We brought the printer down here and put that on a little table, and I did have some material I forgot that my mom had given me. I think they were like tablecloth samples or something, because there's like a piece out of it, but you can't see it because I've got it hidden. And it worked perfectly so that I can hide some of the stuff underneath the tables. But so this is the section here for like the printer and my heat gun and different things, and there's like a mess of glue guns, and then all of my containers that had, was holding my brads and buttons and things like that, and some containers up there. Some of it's going to be a little bit dark, I think, because of the lighting, so sorry about that. So, and then, I have plenty of storage space underneath for stuff. And then we walk along, and there's this little wall. This is actually like where the stairs are going upstairs. And I've just got, things plastered wherever I could. I brought this little shelf down from what I had upstairs and put some stamps on it with, I think, most of the glitter that I have there. And I was able to use one of the racks. I'm getting rid of, I think I'm going to be selling my other rack to my one cousin that he does some flea market type stuff, and he's needing some kind of display unit, and I can't use it, so I'm going to be selling it to him and he can use it. But I did keep this one because it works well for some of my punches and embossing folders and things like that, and some of my bigger stamps. So, and then this holds all of my Cricut cartridges that I have. And then you go down in our downstairs here, along the outside walls is like this ledge all the way around. So I was able to utilize that to put up my shelves to hold up some more of some stamps and some of my Martha Stewart punches that I have, and of course my inks. And then up above I've got the wall hanging that Terry made me. Thank you again, Terry. And then this little table down here, and it has a covering on it as well, and so that's holding some more markers and some of the flowers. And then I had put this cart in between, and it's got, I don't know, I can't remember now offhand, I think the Sizzix cartridges or something for the big shot. So I've got that, and there's my Cricut underneath the towel. And then in front of the window I've got the big table, that was upstairs, and it's basically all the same. What I've done there, and just kind of utilize the top the best I could. I'm not going to show you up close. Well, you'll see some of the mess. I still have to go through a few things, and that's my husband's stuff over there. And of course we've got to clear off the fireplace when we have this burns coal in the winter. And then Davey's weight bench you know, we've got to keep down here, which is fine. So, and then Davey had also had this shelving unit in his room and he was no longer using, so we're using this in here, and it works perfect for, you know, I've got all my bead stuff up there, and then all of my 12 by 12 papers, and of course a big mess there that I've got to finish putting away. And brought the desk down. We debated on whether we were going to bring it down or not, and so we brought it down because Marky was trying to use it as a jungle gym, and we didn't want him to get hurt, plus I didn't want him to destroy the desk. So I've got this pretty much organized for right now. There's like my packaging stuff and some more bling stuff that Mom had given me, and that basket up there is like cards and stuff that I've received from people, and I just put them up there after I've done, you know, looking at them and displaying them for a while. There's the little mini book thing that Kimberly had made me from Suitcase for Dreams. And got that there, and then this basket is holding the little booklet, paper books, whatever you call them. So I got that. I'm not going to go through like and tell you exactly what's what, but I put my clip it up thingy here, or what I use as a clip it up, and it's holding a lot of my cling stamps and some of the other little stamp things, and that's sitting on well, you know, a cart. So, and then I'm going to slowly move you over here to this wall, and this has got all of the carts, you know, that holds more of my stamps and material and ribbons and laces and things like that. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. I didn't empty them out, you know, when we brought everything down. I just kind of left it go. And then I did have this shelf up here. We used to hold pictures and stuff up on it, but this was a great way to display some of the things that either I've made or what people have given me during swaps or just as gifts or whatever. I've got Kimberly's flowers up there that she made, and some of Rachel's little clay creations up there, and the box from Ashley, and the sign that I did and things like that. So there is all of that, and my cinch is up there so I can get it easily, and I do have one bulletin board, the red one that I had upstairs I ended up tossing because it just wasn't going to work down here. I'm going to go along the floor because Davey's sitting in the one seat eating, so I don't think he wants to be on. And there's Sammy. She's watching him eat, so anyway, there is the room so far, and let me set this back down here. Whoops. Let me turn my camera around slowly so you don't get seasick. Sorry about that. So anyway, that is what we've been up to, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I didn't go too fast for all of you. Once again, thank you for everything that you're doing or have done, and I hope to get on here again before too long. You know, with the different things going on, you know, just take one day at a time. And thanks for watching, everybody. Love and miss you all. Talk to you later. Bye.